Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to share some July predictions with you. Um, I do have a quick announcement before I get into your actual messages. So, one, check me out on Patreon if you haven't already. I have lots of exclusive content on there. I think I have I don't even know how many videos I have on there. A lot. Um, so if you're interested in any of that content, you can check me out on there. I posted the link in the description box below. I post monthly love readings on there, and all new patrons for the month of July are going to be getting a 1 card love pool. So if you're interested in learning about love or what you can expect in the next coming month, definitely subscribe and support me on there. I really appreciate everyone who's on there, and I'm going to be doing a thank you intro to astrology workshop that I'm going to be posting for all my patrons too, probably next weekend sometime. But yeah, those are my announcements. So let's get into your messages, Libra. So I kind of feel like you feel pampered. It's giving Empress energy. I kind of feel like somebody's waiting on you hand and foot. Yeah, I feel like you feel very much in Venus energy um this coming month. And I see there being a vibe of jewelry. There definitely could be the vibe of a proposal or something like that. But yeah, somebody could be nervous because I'm kind of stumbling over my words when I said that. So I definitely feel like somebody wants to make you feel special, wants to make you feel appreciated this month. And I was getting the vibe of someone waiting on you hand and foot. I'm also getting hands and feet. Somebody could be very much into hands and feet. I'm also getting foot massage as well. So I was kind of shuffling the cards. I seen the Queen of Cups, so I feel that's Cancer energy. So shout out to if you have Cancer placements, but I kind of feel like you feel appreciated, you feel loved on, you feel held, you feel very much pampered and spoiled by someone. And this could even be by the universe or by you. Maybe you're just very much taking care of yourself. You feel very blessed, very abundant. You feel like you have all of your needs met romantically, and also financially as well. I almost feel like you have everything you need, which is definitely Empress energy. So I want to say there could be a sense of preparation. I almost feel like somebody has long-term romantic goals with you. So I feel like they're doing everything in their power to make you feel comfortable and to make sure you have your needs met. It almost is like securing an investment. So I kind of feel like someone views you as a good investment or someone worth investing in. And it's they want to protect you at all costs, or to make sure that you're well taken care of, because I honestly feel like somebody wants you to have their children, or wants to have children with you or something like that. So I feel like somebody's I need to make sure Libra has everything that they need, that Libra feels taken care of by me, and that Libra is happy. So it just kind of feels like somebody is in service to you, or somebody is whatever you need, don't hesitate to ask. I'm also getting I'm kind of getting there is a really fancy hotel where they're oh yeah, whatever you need, call the front desk, let us know, we'll get it for you. Or somebody's whatever you need, don't hesitate to ask. So I'm kind of getting really good hospitality or really good service. So I'm kind of getting a very fancy vibe, Libra, where it is a 5-star hotel, 5-star restaurant, something like that. And it just feels really Venusian. I almost feel like you feel at home in this environment or something. I feel the aesthetic of something, or it's the little accents or something, makes you feel so at home or so at peace, and it makes you feel so comfortable. It's just yes, this is my vibe. You're I love this atmosphere or this environment. So some of you could just naturally have expensive taste, or I feel like you just appreciate the finer things in life, a sense of balance, harmony, very much Venus energy. So I want to say yeah, you're very much in the energy of Venus. I'm also getting some of you, there is a theme of, I want to say beauty, where aesthetic or design. So some of you could be working in yeah, something that has to do with creativity, something that has to do with like makeup, beauty, jewelry, very Venusian themes as far as your career is concerned. So it kind of feels like you, I don't know, it just feels like you feel like the empress. Like you get to work around beauty, you get to work around art, creativity, design, and like you're also being treated very nicely as well. So let's pull some cards. We have blessings. So I kind of feel like this person is like a blessing, but they also want to be like a source of like personal blessings for you. I kind of feel like somebody lives to like bless you, or like it almost feels like holy communion or something like that. Like I feel somebody like praise like at your feet, or somebody is like views you as a huge blessing and they have no problem like giving to you or like blessing you. I feel like they like kiss the ground you walk on, or like they just like are so grateful for you or something like that, and they want to take care of you because they want to be with you long term. And it just feels like, I don't know, like the way that you feel about this like restaurant or place, like it just being balanced or harmonious, like somebody views you as like, it almost like wherever you are their balance, you are their harmony. And it's just like, it's like a very spiritual thing, almost like they worship you or they view you as God or something like that. Oh my god. Yeah, so we have freedom and prosperity. So I kind of feel like there is a sense of financial freedom. Like, yeah, the prosperity card, there's like money raining out of the sky. So I want to say like money is no issue for you anymore. It just kind of feels like you can have whatever you want. I feel this person wants to provide whatever you want for you. I'm also getting too, there is no shortage of like career opportunities for you too. Like it kind of feels like, it almost is the sense of like the rich get richer or something like that. I feel like you feel like it's fucked up. Like you're like, you're like, once I like am financially stable, or I don't even need money anymore, now all of these like work opportunities are coming out of nowhere. And it almost like, it makes you think about money on a deeper level, where you're like, damn, like once you kind of acquire wealth, like it just becomes so much easier to like make money because you're already in that energy or in that like mindset or something like that. So I kind of feel like it makes you think about like, I don't know, teaching like people how to kind of like have a wealth mindset. As cheesy as that sounds, like you want to teach people how to tap into the energy of wealth, or how to like kind of break out of like poverty mindset or like restrictive circumstances when it comes to finances. So you might be developing a workshop, or giving a lecture, a talk, or something like that on kind of how to break out of like poverty. So some of you might be experiencing like both extremes of like financial security. So maybe you were poor, you could have even lived on the street at some point, and now like you kind of have everything. And so I feel there is a sense of like rags to riches, or people are interested in like how you kind of like are as successful as you are, or how you have like the money that you do or the opportunities that you do. And I feel you're like more than ready to like share your story, or kind of like give tips or advice to other people. So it feels like, yeah, I feel like you're offering something for free. So it could be like a free webinar, free workshop, something like that. So we have this whole chunk of cards come out together. Okay, so we have, I almost want to say wealth, but we have commitment coming out with financial health. And then we have willpower, we have animals, and we have peace. So right off the bat with commitment and financial health, some of you could be marrying into money or something like that. Like I almost feel your relationship has something to do with like your financial status. So if you're not marrying into money, somebody could be wealthy and kind of teaching you how to acquire wealth. And so maybe you're like, I want to make this accessible to the public, or like I had no idea that like this is how you become wealthy. Or it almost is like, because you've been on the other side of things where maybe you've had nothing, you're like, if I would have had this knowledge like back then, like it would have changed my life. So I kind of feel like you're like, people should know this, or people should have access to these secrets. Or maybe it's even like a spiritual or manifestation thing where you're like, I want to help people become wealthy, or like get into a wealth mindset or something. So it almost feels like life coaching, but I feel like, ew, like I feel like the aesthetic of like being a life coach is like gross to you, but I feel like there's something in that like range where you want to help people like acquire wealth. So maybe financial coaching or something like that. I feel like you're still working out the details of the title, but I feel willpower, animals, and peace. So I want to say your life is what you make it at this point. It almost feels like it's as peaceful or as stressful as you want it to be. There really feels like people always say like money does not buy you happiness, or money is not everything, but I feel like that's something that like, okay, maybe like to its core there's some truth to that, where like you can have like all the financial stability in the world and still be unhappy, but at the same time I kind of feel like having access to resources is something that is like super important, like, and can really contribute to like your overall well-being and like how you view yourself, how you value yourself, especially in like the capitalist hellscape that we're all forced to like participate in to some capacity. So I want to say that like it feels like a mixture of both. Like maybe you're materialistic to some capacity, but I also feel you're like, yes, but like financial security is like important and people deserve that. So I kind of feel it's a mix of both. Like you're enjoying like indulging in like the finer things in life, but you also want to make resources accessible to like more people, or help more people like just come into like financial security. I feel there could be an emphasis on Black people specifically, where like, I don't know, your cultural, like your ethnicity, or like a specific demographic or something like that. Yeah, commitment. I definitely feel like somebody is like ready for marriage. Like I feel somebody is like very serious about this, very serious about like you and their relationship. And I feel somebody might not be saying that, but I almost feel it's like I don't know, like husband like material, or like wife duties or something like that. Like I feel somebody is kind of filling a role, like even though they're not saying that, or they haven't proposed yet, I kind of feel like somebody is behaving in a way that says like we're engaged or something like that. Like somebody's not saying it, but that's their vibe, and that's, I feel like they already consider you like married. Like I feel like that's like where their head is at, and it just feels like, yeah, it almost is the vibe of like, I'm just gonna like leave a box of stuff here accidentally, or like I'm just gonna like cook for them every day and every night, and like I'm just gonna like start spending every night at their place. Or it just kind of is like hint hint, except it's like very loud. Like I feel like somebody's like, we're together, without like saying it, and it feels really like comforting in a sense. Like I feel you both might like feel a little bit like nervous to like make things official, or it just feels like trauma around commitment, but I feel you both are on like the same wave. So I feel like you like the like somebody wanting to leave their stuff, somebody wanting to like let you know that like this is a very serious thing, but maybe you're also afraid to like talk about it too. So it just feels very comforting, and honestly very shy, very sweet, and it just kind of feels like it's taking a natural pace, and you both are kind of happy with like how things are going. So the last card we have is well-being. So I kind of feel like somebody's like, just take the day off, go to the spa. Like I feel somebody wants you to feel cared for, somebody wants you to feel like well rested. So I feel somebody could be encouraging you to take a lot of time off work. They're like, you don't need to work. They're like, you take the day off, take time off, like you deserve to be pampered. I feel somebody is like really enticing you, Like, they're kind of making you an offer you can't refuse. You're like, who doesn't want to just take a vacation, or who doesn't want to just like stay home with like the person you love the most in the world? And it's just like I feel you're really having a hard time saying no to it. You're like, yes, but like I want to teach people about wealth redistribution. Like you're like, I can't just like go to the spa. You're like, there's work to be done, or there's classes to be taught, and you're like, all right, I guess I can do it tomorrow. And it just feels like that type of vibe. Somebody just really wants to like care for you and nurture you. And I feel like you're indulging, but I feel like you feel bad. You feel guilty. You're like, I need to like do work, or I need to like compensate in some capacity. So yeah, we have prosperity on the bottom. Oh my God. Prosperity with life purpose and love. And then we have transformation. So I do feel like it is part of your destiny to like have wealth, to have a lot of money. And there probably is like an element of like redistributing that and helping people. But I also feel it's part of your purpose to be in union with this person and to like be in like this type of relationship. So I want to say there's nothing wrong with like spending time with this person and like being in love. I feel that's part of your purpose too, and it might feel uncomfortable for you. So I want to say like this guilt is like more than just like I need to be working. It feels like there's more like underneath it that needs to be explored, why you're having trouble like fully enjoying this like love or this connection. And I feel with transformation, like this is going to like be life-changing for you for sure, but I also feel this love is like really, it could be intimidating to you, or it could be a little bit scary. Oh my God, so that's 17 minutes already. So okay, let's pull some cards. Four of Wands. I definitely feel someone wants to like marry you, and I feel somebody wants to like live together. Somebody just wants to start a life with you, wants to like plant roots with you. I see you like laying on like the roof, like looking at the moon or like the stars with someone. It could be a full moon. Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like somebody is not letting you like get away from them. Like I feel like there is such an like intuitive like knowing between you two. I kind of feel someone like knows what's going on with you before like you even say it. And I kind of feel that's maybe why this person is like approaching things the way they are. Maybe this is just who they are naturally too, but it just kind of feels perfect in a sense, and maybe it's a little bit intimidating for you, but it just kind of feels like things are developing naturally. I feel like you're like, okay, like it is fine to like be this in love with someone, and it's fine to like to want to get married, and it's fine to like have money, and it just might be like a lot of changes for you that are like all really good, but it's just kind of uncomfortable to like be cared for in like this way, and to like have money out of nowhere. And there could be a little bit of guilt of like not having money to now having like such an overabundance, and I feel like it's taking time to adjust to that. And it's also taking time to adjusting to like having such a perfect relationship and like such an intimate connection. So it might just be a need to like kind of communicate that to someone, and I feel like they already know exactly what's going on with you, but like I feel like saying it will kind of like release some of that like energy. And there's just a need for like a conversation, and I kind of feel like this person is waiting for you to like talk to them about it, like just waiting for like the right time or something. And I kind of feel like it's just perfect timing. Like I feel you both kind of know when the other person is ready to talk about something versus when they're not. And it almost is like you're able to like notice things about each other and like it just, you talk about it in the right timing, it's always a perfect conversation, or it always is like healing or something. And there's just a vibe of like, oh, this person just like needs time to like process this, or just needs some space. And it almost feels kind of like silly in a sense, like maybe someone on purpose is like, oh, I'm just gonna like leave this box of stuff here, hint hint. And maybe it makes you uncomfortable, but like it also feels good. And I just kind of feel like there's like a gentle nudging to like be outside of your comfort zone, or to like grow together and learn together, and it just feels really perfect. It feels perfect. um So we have the Hierophant in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So I kind of feel like work is non-traditional for you. Yeah, I was kind of getting the beauty thing. So in this card, we have someone who is like editing something. So you could be doing some like packaging or branding or something like that. I kind of feel like it's a go at your own pace type of vibe. Like I feel like you get to like do whatever you want, structure your schedule however you want. So maybe that's why this person kind of like influences you to like take time off, because they're like, I know you're a boss, like they'll be fine with it. But I kind of feel there could be like an over focusing on work a little bit. Like I'm almost getting like this person, like I almost feel like you're a little bit neurotic, where you're like, I need to work like long hours, or I need to work like 10 days in a row. Or they could just be kind of like a over pushing of yourself, that this person like, it almost is like you're not seeing something, or you're trying to like overcompensate for something. Or it almost feels like this person kind of has to be like, okay babe, like let's just take a break, like let's talk about something. Or like it just kind of feels like something that you're not aware of, or you haven't looked up enough from like a screen to like process something or deal with something. And it kind of feels like this person kind of brings you back to yourself in a very gentle and like knowing way. And I'm also getting to, somebody is like, are you like afraid of commitment? Are you like, do you not want to get married? Or like what's going on? And it kind of feels like it, you're like, no, that's not it. I'm just like really nervous. Or I just feel like there's like a conversation here. And I feel like it's makes you look at yourself and this relationship and this person in a completely different light. And I feel there's just like a comfort that like, you know, you're not going to get somewhere else. And it just kind of feels like you feel the most safe and the most held by someone. And it just feels like so perfect. And you're like, what am I doing? I just feel like you have this moment of like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, not that this work isn't important, but like, why am I not letting myself like be with this person? Or why am I not letting myself be happy? Or like, yeah, some type of realization. So I kind of feel there's a turning of tables, where I feel there's a little bit like less work, more time for fun, more time for this person. And like I feel there is like, I feel like marriage and like everything that you want with this person, I feel like you want the same things. It's just there's a need to kind of like recognize where your discomfort comes from, and like this person will kind of help you process that. And it kind of feels like there is a sense of things on hold, or there's a sense of like, okay, like it's time to like reach these milestones, or it's time to have children, or like it's time for us to commit on a deeper level or something like that. And it just kind of feels like, I don't know, you're maybe wanting to like wait for things, or you're wanting to delay them a little bit or something like that. But I kind of feel like this person is like, let's unpack this. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're stalling a little bit, or you're like just taking like your time. You're like, there's no rush. And this person, like, yeah, there's no rush, but also like, why wait? So I kind of feel like there's this conversation of like, I don't know, let's get on the same page about this. Like, I almost feel like there's a sense of like already knowing, like you already know like this conversation, and I almost feel like you just give in because like you love this person so much and it makes sense and it's everything that you want. And I feel like the fact that you can talk to this person about like why you're having trouble going for what you want just like reinforces that this is like the right person or something like that. Okay. I feel like the whole thing is so silly. Like, I feel like the whole thing, like, it's like, of course I want to be with you. Of course I want to marry you. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I feel like you're just like, I don't know why I'm scared. Or I don't know why I'm nervous. And I feel like this person just holds you and it's like, we're engaged now. And you're like, I know we are. That's how I feel like it's gonna go. So we have Tulip, and it says friendship and gratitude. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Wow. So I feel like this is your best friend, and this is the person that like you're most grateful for in life. Like, I feel like this is like the thing you're most grateful for in life, like this relationship. And so I feel you have to like reprioritize things, or there's like a shifting of like, okay, like you're working way too much, like, and you're not investing in this in the way that like I want you to, in the way that you want to. So just like reprioritize and like let's just be together, let's be committed, and let's like do it. And I feel like it's just like, okay, bet. Like, all right. And I feel like you like that someone kind of knows you well enough to like know how to word it or approach this conversation. And I feel there's like a lot of like very explosive sex that comes from this, like very passionate and like very healing sex that comes from this. You're like, yeah, I'm calling into work for the next 3 weeks. So yeah, we have Amaryllis on the bottom, which says determination and creative achievement. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. So I want to say maybe you just felt very inspired or very like, I want to get this done, I want to get this done. And I kind of feel like there's always going to be more ideas or more time to do things. Like, you almost feel like this person, like, it almost feels like you feel very anxious. You're like, I need to get this done. Like, I need to do this, this, and this. And this person's like, okay, what if we just like don't do that? What if we just like skip town and like go on a sexcation instead? And you're like, I feel like you're like kind of like jittery. Like, you're like, I need to get all of this done. And this person kind of like just shuts your laptop and like takes you to bed, and it's like, I've planned a surprise trip for us, like you can't back out, or something like that. Something very sweet. But wow, that's what I have for you, Libra. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.